In today's tutorial, I want to take you through some new features which have been added into FL Studio 21. They call it FL Studio 20.99 beta. If you haven't purchased FL Studio, start keeping the money so that you can buy FL Studio. So start with a viewer browser, just click here. So when you check here, they have added some new features here where you select your drums. Just check here on top. I've got some signs. If I go on the first one, it is an O. The second one is an project. The third one is plugins. The fourth one is library. Then start. If you drag this, it is going to put names on these signs. Just check. If I drag it to the right, there is project here, plugins, library, and start. So let me show you. Say you love using drums. Maybe let's say we're making a beat. Then you go, let's say, into Vegas. You go into drums. You go into real drums. Let's say you select this crap. You have used it. When I just click on this crap, here it is showing the clap. Click on play. It is playing even here without even clicking on it here. Even here, there is even a volume here. If you drag it all the way to the right, if I play the crap, you hear it is louder than the way it was. To reset it to its default, just auto on the keyboard, then left click on it. Let's say I'm making the beat. I've loved this clap. There's this option here which is showing the star here. So if I click on the star here, I can go into another folder. Let's say vintage here. Go through some sounds. Let's say I've loved this bongo. I can add the star on it. Then go into another folder. It's a real drums. So here this shaker, I'm going to add the star on it. Let's say now I've made a beat and then I want to use this same sound. Those sounds I was selecting, I was putting a star on it. If I go here where it is written a star here on top, if I click on it, have you seen? They have come here. Here, I can easily locate them without me struggling going to the folders, finding those sounds. I can still find them here. So even here at the bottom, if I go on, there's here where it is the tags. When you click on it, there are these options here. So if I click on stars, it is going to open the same sounds which have put stars on them. If I click on plugin, let's say I want to add a plugin here. Just click on plugin here. It's going to open some plugin here. You can just drag it and drop it on track 1 here. So when I go on the channel rack, it is here. You can just go on the piano roll and I'm good to go. Click on VST here. The VST, you're going to find them where it is then VST3. So it will be faster and quick here because of these options which have been added here on the viewer browser. So now if I go on the playlist here, let me just close this one. Then let's delete this one. Again, here on the playlist, they have made it simple for we who love recording in FL Studio or for we who love doing our own project in FL Studio. Let me just add some audio. So the way it is here, they have made it simple for us if you want to fade in and fade out the audio on the playlist. When you come on this one, which is written, you can read from the panel, it says focus audio clip. So if I click on it, there are these new options which I've added or new features. If I go on the first one, it says show fade editing controls. The second one is saying check for zero crossing when editing audio. Then the third one says stretch audio when resizing audio clip. So I'll go with the first one. Just observe this audio, what will happen. As you can see, if I'm putting the mouse here, there's nothing which is happening. Just check if I click on the show fade editing audio controls. Have you seen? There are these new things which are appearing here. So let's say I want to fade it in this one. Let me play it to just hear it without me fading it in. Just hear it.
Melting to the imprisoned image of a damaged mind.
You see, it is just starting. But if I come here on the top here, where there is like a play button here, you can see when I put the mouse here, it's like a hand. If I drag it, I hold left click and drag it to the right, you can see that it is fading this audio. So this one, if I put the mouse here, to read on the input panel saying fade in. So you can drag it and put it anywhere you want so that you can fade the audio as much as you want it to fade in. So just hear it if I play it now.
Melting to the imprisoned image of a damaged mind.
Then the other new cool thing, the way they have done it, they have made it simple for you to have a file to be unique without you making it unique. So let's say here, I cut it just here. If I cut it here, you can see. So I've got two audios, this one and this one. So if I just take it back. So with this one here, if I come here, there's this one which is gain. So if I drag it up, you can see that the audio is increasing. So it has made this already unique. So I can reduce the volume of this one or increase it without this first one being affected. So just check the audio here. When it comes here, you're going to hear that it's going to be quiet when it reaches here. If I drag it down again, just hear it from here.
I'm expressed divinely by a man, not a god, but rap so timely in the sin.
can still make the part which is quiet to be loud, like the other part which is loud, or the part which is loud to be quiet, like the other part of the audio which is quiet. So just check here. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to drag this one a bit up here, up to somewhere here. I'm going to hear that this one, it will be more louder than this. If I start from here, just hear it.
So timely, in the sinews of my aching body's course to travel blindly.
You hear? So now the other new cool feature which I've loved, just check if I drag this audio to the left when it enters where this audio is starting. Just check. Have you seen? It is making some crossfade here. Make this one to fade out, then this one to fade in. Just hear it. You won't even hear that the audio has stopped or the other audio has started. You hear that just one audio play.
Divinely, in the sinews of my aching body's course to travel blindly.
You hear? Let me just add a beat here. I've added my beat here. So now check. Let's say this beat, if I play it just yet, it is just starting. So I can make it to fade in here by just dragging it and put it where I want it. And then when I've done so, this option here, you can make it to fade in as smooth as the way you want it to be. So I'll just drag it a bit. Let me just drag this a bit somewhere here. Just hear it now. You hear? If I go at the end here, let's say I want this beat to fade out without the way it is stopping. Just hear the way it is stopping. You hear? So I can make it to fade out by just dragging this one as much as I want this beat to fade out. Just drag it. And then here I can drag it a bit down like this. Just hear it.